Boys and girls, apologies for no video yesterday. I did stream, but only for like 15 minutes, and then we had an emergency and had to stop. So you've not really missed anything other than the fact that we've lost our goalkeeper for 4 months, which is problematic for that Conference League that we're going to try and win now. We really need to win that. And there he is, injured, 3 to 4 months. Injured through wear and tear, 34 years old, and he's got a hip injury through wear and tear. Old man Thiago, goodness me. Disgraceful stuff. You did miss one match in yesterday's stream. If you really want to see that match in action, you can go and watch the VOD over on Twitch. Unless you are one of the people watching on Twitch, in which case it is here. It's very complicated, this being on 2 different platforms. But yeah, we beat them lot. The league is not really any of our concern anymore. There's 1 game remaining. We can't finish above Gensler. We can't get relegated. All we're really focused on is that Conference League final, because if we can win the Conference League, that gets us into Europe for next year and gives us the possibility of halfway decent budgets for next season as well. We've already been given like £2 million for getting to the final. If we can get another couple of million for playing in it, plus the guaranteed Europa League money for next season, I'm still holding out hope of an outside chance of some budgets that will encourage me to stay at this club. And of course, the dream is we make enough money. So the dream is that we win the trophy. I can throw it at Fatih and then leave Turkey, never to return. So we might even be doing some job hunting a little bit later on as well. We shall see. It really depends on the budgets. The plan that we had back at the start of the season when we were still with Gensler is the same. We're basically at the same club. They're equivalent kind of level, same kind of budgets. If we get enough budgets to be financially competitive and have a real chance at trying to win the league in the next couple of years, we'll stay. If we don't, then we're going to leave. We saw from the Besiktas interview that they're operating on a £500,000 a week budget. Ours is 85,000. We need this budget to double if we're going to stay. Let's just play through this final game of the season, and then all eyes can go onto the Conference League. That's the plan. I might change the team for unrelated reasons at some point, but I'm not going to change the team just because of the chairman in real life, who's not even our chairman in game, being a wang. Ba, 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 ba. It's a mini September in December, is it, by golly? Good old Twitch, eh? Good old Twitch. Always appreciate a little Christmas bonus for everybody. Keeping Kev's FM addiction alive. My FM addiction is unstoppable. But it certainly keeps my my food and lodgings addiction going, which is arguably more important than the FM addiction. So that is appreciated. We've won the Fair Play Award. Does that mean we get into Europe? I don't know if that gets us anything. It'd be nice if it did. But if they've hit 5 million without even including Apple, that'd be amazing. What's the point of the Fair Play Award? Do we get anything for that? If not, we may as well just kick people in the face. This award is won by the team with the least yellow and red cards. Yes, but what do we win for it? Who cares? There doesn't seem to be any money attached to it or any European qualification. So it's utterly pointless. Right. I guess we can't delay any longer. We've just got to take our medicine against Villa. If we manage to pick up a result here, it would be delicious. This might be our last game at Ankaragücü, depending on the budgets we get afterwards. It would be lovely to end with a trophy and really stick it to Fatih. 49,000 people here. If anyone can. Oh, that might be our only attack of the entire game. Villa are a mid-table Premier League, I'd like to point out as well. And remember, we've got our backup goalkeeper in goal, because our main goalkeeper's injured. I know for sure Tears of the Kingdom won't be making it onto my list. I've never enjoyed a Zelda game. I also don't enjoy losing against Aston Villa. I feel like Starfield did a similar thing to Hogwarts Legacy, but better. I mean, if Starfield made me feel like I was at Hogwarts, I'm impressed. Yeah, we're not winning the Conference League, are we? Oh, but if they're going to start doing crazy things like that, there's always a chance. If we can score the next goal, maybe. But I don't think that's very likely, is it? Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I need a hat. I need an emergency cop cap. Fatih's laughing at me. I mean, he isn't even here. He's sat at home in Turkey, not in a European final. So Fatih can bite me. Right, here we go. Let's get one back before half time. And then we can start to dream. If anyone can? No, he can't. Oh! Has the flag stayed down? Now then. Now then. A little lifeline just before half time. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho. So look at all our fans here to cheer us on. Where are they? Oh, one moment. Did anyone come? Lads? I don't think anybody came. Well. Yeah, they found out the tickets were more than £3. Oh, it's because terracing is banned, is it? Let's see if we can find our fans then. Can anyone see a yellowy bit? Are they there? I mean, they all look like they're wearing vanilla colours to me. If anywhere, I think it might be that corner, maybe behind the goal here. Are they yellow in there? They might be our fans. In like that bit. It's not ideal. Why would they hold the final at a ground that's got a terrace if they're not allowed terracing in European matches? Seems mad to have a European final set up to have a big empty area behind the goal. Unless they're going to put the hard camera there, WrestleMania style. Epican heads clear. Oh, there's some of our fans. Look, they're here. Bless their cotton socks. They did come. It's only our second highlight of the match. It's not even our highlight. Oh. Oh, no. There you go. Villa have won it. I think you would have had a better chance with counter tactics. I think with that attitude, you wouldn't have made it to the final. So we made it this far. Oh, dear. Let's see how much money we've made. I don't need to see them actually lift the thing. I mean, for this match, yeah, but if I'd have changed tactics for this match, that means I'd be the kind of person who changes tactics for all matches, which means we wouldn't have made it this far. So I'm happy. We got to the final. We made like £6 or £7 million over the course of our run to the final. So financially, there's a big pile of money here now. And our projection is for that pile of money to increase. Now, we're not in Europe next year, so that's going to give us a little bit of a hit. But surely we get a decent budget. And that's really going to dictate on whether we stay here or not. We've got 2 years left on the contract. I might walk if we don't get a decent budget. Let me decide. I don't care about transfer budget. I think we need a wage budget of at least £150,000 a week. So let's see what they give me. Oh, give me my budgets. Budget. Okay. So I think it would be mad to walk. Because that is some serious money. That'll get the job done. That is, I mean, let's work it out. So 193,000 times 52. That's £10 million a year. If we see where that puts us in the league. So that would put us 7th on the salary table. So on the cusp of being one of the bigger teams. We're obviously not yet competing with Fenerbahce and Galatasaray. Besiktas are still quite far away, but, you know, we're not a million miles away from where we want to be. We've still only got 10% retained transfer revenue, but they're guaranteeing a minimum 2.3 million budget the year after as well, which is worth effectively an extra 50k a week on wage budget, as we've just seen. So I think we stay for another year. We've got 2 years left on the contract. Unless something really, really interesting comes up. That was kind of our criteria for staying. We needed enough money to make a difference. And I think we've got enough money there to make a difference. And there's nothing particularly interesting to go and do anyway. So it'd be mad to just walk out. But I think, based on us our current committed spending being 62,000, we could basically treble everyone's wages, or at least sign new players on treble the wages. We could potentially go to Gensler Burley and steal some players. There will be some jobs that become available, yeah. Whether or not I'll be interested in them, we'll see. If I get headhunted, it's one thing. I'm probably not going to be applying based on, I asked the board to back me and they've backed me. So I'm probably not going to resign. I'm not going to go and apply for a job elsewhere in those circumstances. I'm better than a Turkish team now. I mean, you say that, but I'm only a 3-star manager and Besiktas didn't give me a job. Actually, I'm up to 3.5 star now. Let's see if we can get another coaching course in. But Besiktas wouldn't hire me. So, but we could win the league. We could get in the Champions League. With no Europe getting in the way, I think we've got a real chance of a really good season. Like, if we were to get 15 million for Efikan, who's wanted by several Saudi Arabian clubs. I mean, that budget we've got now, if we went and sold him for his £14 million value, we've only got 10% retained transfer revenue, but it's money in the bank, isn't it? Money in the bank is always handy. Okay. I think I just got my Apple Watch to do something I probably didn't want to do. I've just left a voicemail. I've just left a... Oh, God, don't ring him again. I just left a voicemail for Frankie Fry. Barry Fry's son. It's been going for like a minute. Oh no. Well. Don't phone anyone from my watch ever. What is he doing these days? He was director of football or something at Nuneaton when I was working with them a few years ago. I don't know what he's doing these days. So Frankie Fry. Trying to see where he's working now. Who have I just left a voicemail for? A year ago, he was assistant manager of Kettering Town. I don't know if he still is. Is he in the FM database, do we think? Frankie Fry. No. Oh, no. Do I care? Well, I've left him a voicemail. It'd be interesting to see if he gets back to me. He wants to know why I extended his contract when he wasn't interested in doing so. Because you weren't interested in doing so. And I wanted you to stay. Seems obvious why I did it, really. I'm confused why you triggered my contract extension clause. I mean, the reason I was advised to do it was literally because you weren't interested in signing a contract. I don't want to stick around when I'm transfer listed, so I've taken you off the transfer list. You agreed to the clause, so you shouldn't have a problem with using it. You're going nowhere. I'm afraid I can't let anything come between me and what's best for my career. I really do have to leave. Reasonable bid. Let's get him to agree a value. If we get 11 million for you, you can go. And let's get some free transfers in. There better be some good ones out there. Joe Bursick, former Posh loanee, no less. Why is it showing me old men? No one wants old men. Forget the old men. Give me some young whippersnappers. Any jobs available? Don't care. Not going to go to them. I'm not voluntarily leaving this summer. Someone would have to headhunt me. Oh, God, this is slim pickings. We might have to actually use our scouts. We're being offered all the old men. Decisive Wombat, thank you very much for 5 gifted. You hero. You wonderful, wonderful hero. So before I hit continue, we just need to have a look at the squad beforehand, just so I can get an idea of what we actually need before it's just full of trialists and I can't work out who's who. So current squad. We definitely need a goalkeeper. We'll need a left back. Yeah, we do need a left back because he's a centre back. So we need a goalkeeper, at least one left back. We've got Raf van der Riet, who can play there as backup, but we need someone to come in over the top of him. We need a couple of centre backs, even more than that if we lose Yusuf, who wants to leave. We're all right at right back, or our backup would be handy. Midfield, we're pretty well covered, although the sandwich leaving means we'll need at least one. Likewise, up front, if Effie can leaves, we need at least a couple, probably. And we're kind of decent out wide. Okay. Let's get them all in. Have a look to see what there is. Wham! He's quite good, isn't he? Imagine how much fun we'll have with him scoring goals. Wham! Another goal. Wham! Another goal. Oh, hello. Oh, there's some football boys who arrived here. Some old folk as well. But there's definitely some football boys. Cool, he looks good, doesn't he? A withdrawn transfer request, no less. Right. So, you want to leave. Let's try now the window is open. No. Dare we remove this and see what his actual value would come in at? That's why no one's interested. Right, I'm not going to mess around negotiating too much because there'll be other clubs in for these players. We've got to go for Wham because he's got a great name. Why does he not want any... This is going to be another one where he's going to come back and ask for 15 grand, isn't it? So is he actually rubbish? He hasn't played football since 2023. Okay, so because France has been loaded, he's appeared from the non-player as a... Yeah, okay. That's why we've turned the French leagues on. He's a French-based player. So he's not been in the database until right now. That's why he's so cheap. So he's just appeared. So Lewis Keane Potter is obviously what we'd refer to him as. We'd sort his name out and put it all the right way round. Bless him. Doesn't know what position he plays. Can't get his own name in the right order. Seems good though, doesn't he? He'd be our best player in all of those positions. I imagine he's going to want Premier League money. Yeah, not interested. Not paying people that kind of money. Garang Kuol. Potentially a quick striker. Like a quick striker, are you also going to want Premier League money? See, I'm more tempted to give it to someone who's got all that pace. A centre forward with all that space. Pace. Drives a hard bargain. But just the pace of him. If Efikan goes, having a striker like that would be delightful. So this guy's Turkish, so it's probably worth bringing in. Been released by Galatasaray. Stop being a bumhole. Just accept a contract. Goodness me. And then, can we try again with Keane? No, strangely, he's still offended from earlier today. I mean, maybe we go for this guy as well, then. If we're going to play the other guy up front, this guy can be the winger. I don't expect to get all of these in, by the way. Right, let's see how many of these actually sign for us. Here's everyone coming in for all the other players we've tried to get. This is what I mean. We're not going to get many of them. But if we get 3 or 4 of them, it's a decent start to the summer. Jackson Muleka was at Besiktas not scoring goals for several years. I mean, come in on trial then. Let's see if you're any good. Who the hell is this guy? Oh, it's that goalkeeper we don't want. Yeah, don't care. Does Ishmael like me? Of course he does. We're big friends. I gave that boy his break. Yes, he loves me. He's labelled the next Ordinarius, whatever that means. Right, the sandwich is gone. See, now we don't necessarily need Ishmael because we're getting him. So the sandwich is out and Kuol is in. Look at that. Look at that pace. He is going to rip the league apart. Right, come on, let's sign some players. Right, we didn't get him. We're getting Wham, though. I feel like Wham's going to become a cult hero, especially on that salary. Rui Silva is coming back home, having been here on loan last year. That's a good thing. I cannot believe we've got this guy for that price. Prison or no prison. Wham! What a signing. Let's just sit and appreciate Wham for a minute. Look at his value. What is... His reputation must be incredibly low. And Rui Silva, we know was good because he was here last year. So happy with him coming back. We're going to have Wham and Gore in midfield together and it's going to be beautiful. Wham and Gore. Right. We're just going to let the rest of these deals go through so we can work out who we've got and who we haven't got. Like, we've not got him or him. But we are getting the young Turkish midfielder who's just coming in as a squad player, really, because he's Turkish. Ha, 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 ha. So Efikan turned down his deal. After we got all those offers, let's offer him out again. And we never got the auction going, did we? I mean, it's not the end of the world if Efikan stays, other than the fact his contract expires. But he might cheer up. And I mean, if he cheers up and signs a new contract, I'd love to keep him around. All right, Ramon is coming in to be our new left back. No one wants Efikan. Oh, Efikan, you plum. And there you go. We've got him coming in as well. Because he certainly would be... It'd be nice to have 2 different options at striker. One super fast, one super tall. I don't think we're going to sell him for less than the 7 million that we've offered him out for there. And then up front, at the moment, we're very good because we've got Efikan and Kuol. But assuming Efikan's leaving, we need another striker. So let's get these guys in on trial and have a look at them. And then we'll have a look to see what we've got on our scouts. So Lewis Hall would be a good signing just because he can play everywhere. And I've decided I'd like Lewis Keane Potter. Or this guy from AC Milan. He's coming back in on trial again. Noah Lemina has been a fantastic player in, I think at Tor we had him. So there's a few recognisable names on here. I mean, he got 10 Premier League goals last year. I feel like that's probably the guy to replace Efikan, isn't it? Still decently big, but also quite quick. Only 25. Come on, Michael the Melon. In you come. You're not having any of this, though. Well, you're not signing for us, then. Your loss. We make stars here, you plum. You plum. Come on, then, Keane Lewis Potter. How about you? So your demands have dropped massively. Weird. Okay. Who the hell is this guy? I mean, I've really got to put a lot of trust in my director of football. It's another guy who's not played since 2022. So it's potentially another gem like Wham. But because he's gone straight in and offered him a contract, there's no way to trial him first. Is he cheap? Do we just let it happen? Yeah, we're just going to let that happen and hope my director of football is not a moron. Right, we didn't get Lewis Keane Potter. Rumours are that he wanted people to say his name in his silly order rather than my correct order. 41 grand a week Birmingham are paying him to play in the Championship. England is another world. Right, we're taking a bit of a gamble on this guy. If he's rubbish, we'll just ship him straight out. He's not rubbish. He's not anything that impressive, is he? To use a foreign spot on. Jimmy J. Morgan is another player we've signed before. I would take him on loan. If we could get him on loan. As backup to, or replacement to Efikan. Because he's another one who's scored a ton of goals for me in the past. Oh, my word. Wowzers. I mean, I'm just going to walk away. I'm not even going to negotiate with him. Yeah, there was a mandatory future fee. I don't mind that. It was low. I'm not paying anywhere near that kind of money. Not even letting him into my office to negotiate if he's coming in with those kind of expectations. Here come the loans. I'm happy to leave my director of football to bring in players like that. He usually does all right. Right, Efikan. What's the current offer on the table? 6.5 million. This one's worth 7.25, but it doesn't have as much up front. No, I want money now. Watch him turn it down again. Right, can we go back in for Melon now he's left? Here we go. Let's try and persuade him that he wants to come and live in Turkey and become a hero. You absolute psychopath. What are you thinking? He might end up being the one, even though he didn't work well at Besiktas. He looks like everything I would look for in a striker. This guy seems all right, doesn't he? 25 years old. Scores goals in Serie A, which is no mean feat. How much do you want, Herculano? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We can be friends. Efikan, please just leave. What is taking you so long? If you want to be here, sign a new contract, but stop faffing about. You're making everyone else feel uncomfortable now. Right, Efikan is gone. Yeah, we are getting close to the maximum foreign players, but we're not quite there yet. We've still got room for 4 more. See, that's annoying when they sign for other clubs here. I would have happily seen it like that one, less annoying. I would have liked to have signed him, but he's gone to Vicenza. But to see Lemina go to Besiktas when he's been on trial with us twice, I feel like we've paid for his flight to get him into Turkey, and Besiktas have just yoinked him at the airport. This guy looks like he does football goals. I want to have a look at him. Let's rescout all of these as well. And then we'll look again at loans in due course. Let's have a look through the free transfers again. Oh, crumbs, what have I got here? All these loans. See if any other excellent free transfers have appeared. Is that a Turkish name? No, that's a Ukrainian name. Is that a Turkish name? No, that's an Algerian name. This could go on a while. Interesting. I mean, we do need a midfielder. He's going to be our Decore. If we get all three of them, we're going to qualify for the Champions League. I'm officially announcing that here. That's a Twitch exclusive for you. That probably won't make it in the video. Official Twitch exclusive. How old's Casemiro? Nearly as old as me. But how many Champions League winners have we got at the club? He very much increases our average Champions League medals per player if we bring him in, which is a very good reason to sign him. I think it's why Manchester United signed him. Am I declaring for the Royal Rumble? No. I'm going to just come in at number 3 as a shock, but then go on and win the thing. We've not got that striker that we wanted. We do need a striker. That is quite urgent now. We've also missed out on him, who could also play striker. Yeah. I mean, we are relying on a scout report from forever ago that's not even on there anymore that suggests he's really good. Hey, Casemiro's in! The most ridiculous signing I've ever made, I think. Watch him be a superstar for us. Signed Casemiro in 2029. I can't imagine his legs have gone. Right, this is the screen where you can now fiddle around and increase these amounts, look. It's there up there now. It used to be down here, but it's now up there. I'm not going to do it, but you can. I mean, that guy's called Shuto and Machino. If ever someone was screaming at me as I'm the striker you want, Kev, Shuto Machino, that's got to be the man. How did we not sign Shuto Machino? Erkan. A Turkish striker? Yeah, do it. You're spending £1 million on him. I mean, it's not ideal, but we do need Turkish players. I'm trusting it here, Murat. Please don't balls this up. Meanwhile, I'm going to still try and sign Shuto Machino. Oh, we're not going to get Shuto Machino, are we? Right, let's try this. We can't risk not getting the Turkish striker to get Shuto. Oh, this is ridiculous. That's too much money for him, I think. I think the dream is over. Has this guy had a... Right, we're taking a risk on him because we haven't really looked at him. I don't want Machino. I do want Machino, but I'm not getting Machino. Oh, hello. He was worth the risk. And then we get the Turkish youngster, and that's our 3 strikers then. Look what I've got, children! Adjust budget. Hopefully he's good. I've left that entirely in the hands of my director of football, mainly because we need young Turkish players. So hopefully he's not balls that up. I mean, it's fine. He's going to be like 3rd choice striker. Can also play out wide. He's quick. He's going to score goals. I mean, he has scored goals previously, so I think that's fine. And I think that is squad complete, boys and girls. We've still got loads of money left. Is there anything else we need now? I think we've reached that point that we often reach where I'm kind of happy to just let my director of football do his thing from here. We're very strong going forward. I mean, it's still got some players in that we didn't end up signing. But on the whole, I think we are looking good. The media think 6th place. I think we're definitely getting into Europe. It's just what flavour of Europe are we getting into? I'm not going to get Shuto Machino as much as I want him. There you go. Van der Riet goes out on loan so that we stay within the foreign player limit. Got a big squad. That can't be all our players, surely. How have we got such a big squad? Okay, some of these are out on loan. That is not a bad team, boys and girls. That is not a bad team at all. We're going to beat Besiktas tomorrow night. But for now, let's find somebody to raid.